Hey everyone, it's David Black from Social Masters for the Love 'em or Leave 'em advice panel video. And this week's question is, whilst having sex, he talks about having a threesome. He says he's going to really like it. What should I do? Well, there are two things that you should really consider in this kind of scenario. One is, he wants to do it, so that's his level of wanting to do it, if you like. And number two is your level of wanting to do it. And what I'm going to say first of all is, anything where a third party is involved in any kind of intimate situation, you're treading on dangerous ground. It's playing with fire, and you should only really go there if you're confident that you and your partner can communicate honestly and openly, and you love each other, and you are very comfortable being intimate with each other. And also that you know what you're doing, you know what you're getting yourself into, because potentially things could go downhill very, very quickly when a third party is brought into an intimate situation. So that said, obviously he wants to do it. It's maybe one of his fantasies. I mean, for which guy isn't it a fantasy, to be honest, having a threesome with two gorgeous girls that you really like? So what you've got to really consider is it something that you want to do as well? And the guy should be sensitive to the fact that he should only really want to do it if it's your fantasy as well, and it's so much as it's like more fulfilling one of your personal sexual fantasies than it is fulfilling one of his. Because one of the biggest things when it comes to a sexual relationship, in order to have fulfillment, is for each partner to not be taking but to be giving. Because the more you give to each other, the more you get anyway. Because rather than having a selfish attitude and taking, if you have a selfless attitude where you both just give, you both get abundance back. Whereas in a taking relationship, one person might be doing all the taking and one person might be doing all the giving. You see what I mean? So give as much as you can, and if you've got that kind of level of relationship, if you're confident you know what you're doing, if you're confident in your ability to be open with your communication and everything, and if something's going bad, then you agree on how you're going to stop it without things turning weird, then I think if all those criteria are met, fine, go for it. If you're comfortable with it, that's absolutely fine by you. So I think, and also another point to consider is the third party that's going to be involved. And really, is this person going to be someone who, if it does go slightly wrong, is it going to have a knock-on effect in other parts of your life? Like, obviously you do not want this person to be someone who if things turn really sour, they may be a colleague, or someone who's a close family friend or something, where it could have a knock-on effect with another personal relationship, another scenario where you have a relationship with this person. So just bear that in mind. Maybe if you want to experiment with it, then perhaps go on some a dating website or a singles or a swingers website of some kind, where are these kind of people that are looking for this kind of situation and are happy to just come in as relative strangers. Obviously everyone's a consenting adult, and it's all agreed beforehand, and you all agree for the proper protection and everything, and all the relevant safety measures to be taken into account. If you're happy with that kind of scenario, then as a starting point, I would suggest you do that to begin with, and really avoid any kind of drama. At the end of the day, don't have a threesome with two girls that work in your office. It's just a recipe for disaster. That's one example. So there you go. There's my 2 cents on the issue. You might completely disagree. I'm sure the other advice panel members will have certain different viewpoints to me. But there you go. This is David Black of Social Masters for Love 'em or Leave 'em.com advice panel. Speak to you soon.